last ball, what was going through your head?
Trying to predict what he was going to bowl. I think you ultimately just want to stand still and watch the ball, but I think in certain situations you need to take a calculated guess. So yeah, I was just trying to be as still as possible and try and watch the ball, and banked on him bowling a slowie, which he did, and we finally didn't have to wait for the last ball, so it was quite nice to get it done a little bit earlier.
And just to follow up to that, in terms of the final, how confident are you?
Yeah, I think so I look at our batting lineup. A guy like Adam Rossington, in my opinion, is due. He's had a pretty quiet campaign by his standards, and it would be lovely if he was to sort of come off. A guy like that can easily win you a game. So yeah, pretty confident. Obviously, we need to do the good things well, as the cliche goes, and focus on the little things. I think if you look too far ahead and get distracted about outcomes and results and all of that stuff, you can lose your focus. So yeah, we'll switch off for a little bit now and hopefully go well tonight.
Alan?
Obviously rain's not ideal in these situations, but presumably you weren't too unhappy with the equation when it came back out.
Yeah, I think the only thing was that we had a bit of a slow start, probably our slowest start in the tournament, and then to lose overs, reduce power play, like everything is then just compounded. But with wickets in hand and a smaller total, you would back yourself to get there. But in saying that, when you lose wickets, it's tough to start again, and you've got to have your foot on the accelerator from ball one. So, I mean, the way that guys like Critch and Dan Sams played, coming in there and striking it from ball one, especially Dan Sams' innings, was huge for us in the context of that chase.
And Liam Dawson's over. I mean, you seemed kind of happy just picking up the singles and twos. Were you sort of thinking we were going to need a couple of boundaries in the final over, whatever, and backing yourself to hit those? And 13 off 6 balls is
completely the opposite. I thought that Dawson's over was the one that needed to go, because you didn't want to leave too many to Nathan Ellis. I mean, he's got a hell of a lot of T20 experience. He's been probably one of the informed T20 bowlers around the world, and Dawson's a wily old fox. He either fires it in or bowls slow and wide, so you can't really set up for too much, because he changes it up so much. So I thought he bowled an extremely good over, but I think that 6 off the first ball of the last over was what sort of took the pressure off.
Brian, anything else?
Just a word about the fielding and bowling, and that was solid, wasn't it? Quickly bowled well, and the fielding you thought was great.
Yeah, we dropped a couple of chances towards the end, and I think in knockout games, those are vital. You need to sort of take your chances when they come your way. And I think we could have probably been better in our first few overs, bowling first. There was enough in the wicket if we hit the top of the stumps, and I think we potentially missed our lengths a little bit, which can happen. But yeah, I think those are probably the two things that we would want to improve on. But I think we were good through the middle, and in the back end of the power play, I thought the bowlers bowled extremely well, especially Shane Snater. I thought he was exceptional today. And then, yeah, to have the experience of Dan Sams and Sam Cook to bowl the death overs for you is always good as a captain.